Michael Jordan was one of the most dominant NBA players in all of sports, winning 5 Most Valuable Players, 6 Finals appearances, winning all 6 of them, 6 Finals MVPs, a 13-time All-Star, an 11-time All-NBA, a Defensive Player of the Year, a 10-time scoring champion, a Rookie of the Year, while still holding multiple other NBA records. And in my opinion, and a lot of people, he is the greatest of all time. He was the obstacle for over 10 superstars to never win a championship. But what if MJ didn't exist? What if in the 1990s, Michael Jordan and the Bulls and Michael Jordan did not exist, creating a new era? A lot would change. Now, first, I would like to say that instead of Michael Jordan's mom making Michael Jordan, Jeffrey Jordan is born. A guy I'm pretty sure is at your local McDonald's. And Michael Jordan is gone. Now, I would like to specify that Michael Jordan is gone, not the Bulls team. So Scottie Pippen, Tony Kukoc, they still exist. So now, before we get started in the day you're seeing this, December 30th, is actually my birthday. So as a birthday gift, you only have to do 2 things. Hit the like button and subscribe to the channel. Like if you go to a birthday, you normally have to pay like what, $20 to $30 for like a birthday gift. But for me, you just have to hit the like button and subscribe button. And that's free. So everyone likes a free birthday gift. And then also to support my channel, because do this, hit that like button to get this video to others, as YouTube really likes when people hit the like button. Subscribe to the channel, click that big red button, and hit the bell to never miss a fire upload. So please, for a birthday present, please subscribe to the channel, like the video, hit the bell, comment your thoughts, and all of that good stuff. And now, enjoy the video. Now, starting off with this video, we're first going to talk about the change in the 1984 NBA draft. Hakeem is still drafted first overall to the Rockets. Sam Bowie is still drafted to the Blazers. But of course, the 3rd pick changes. Now, this is the part that's going to be very interesting. And instead of the Bulls drafting Michael Jordan, they instead draft his teammate, Sam Perkins, over Charles Barkley. Now, the Bulls GM said that if Jordan was off the board, they would draft Sam Perkins because Barkley was too small to play as a power forward, and in the league where centers dominated, they didn't believe in Charles. And this, of course, making Bulls cry about this decision. Although Perkins had a decent career, they missed out on 2 future Hall of Famers. The 76ers still get Barkley, the Jazz still get John Stockton. Now, we won't go in depth about the whole changes of Michael Jordan's career, but mostly the impact on other players, and specifically who wins the chips and MVPs that MJ won. But first, looking at some minor things, we have the 1987 to 1988 MVP race, where Jordan won his first MVP. But now that he doesn't exist, Larry Bird wins his 4th MVP, cementing himself as an even better player. Now, going into the meat of the video, we start in the 1990 to 1991 season, and this was Michael Jordan's first championship. With the loss of MJ, the Bulls lose a staggering 18 games and are bounced in the first round without the dominance of Michael Jordan. Magic Johnson wins MVP as he was the runner-up to Michael Jordan winning MVP, and their Lakers won 58 games to snag his 4th MVP. And being a top seed in the Western Conference. Everything else stays the same in the Western Conference, as Michael does not affect the western side of the bracket. So, the Lakers still make the finals. When we go to the eastern side, this is where a lot of things change. And we fast forward to the conference finals, where the Pistons and 76ers are in an intense matchup. They split the regular season games, and in this hard, grinded series, it's very tough, but the Pistons win in 6 games to match up against the Los Angeles Lakers. Although the Pistons try to three-peat, the Lakers proved to be too much, winning in 5 games, and Magic wins the finals MVP with averages of 20 points, 8 rebounds, 13 assists, and 2 steals, scorching the Pistons team. This is Magic winning both the MVP and Finals MVP, cementing himself as possibly the greatest of all time. We then go to the 1991 to 1992 NBA season, and in the draft, nothing major changes. And then we enter the playoffs, and there where notable changes occur. The Bulls originally won 67 games, but now lose 27 more games without the impact of MVP Jordan. Speaking of the MVP, Clyde Drexler wins it with averages of 25 points, 7 rebounds, and 7 assists, while also leading the Blazers to the first seed in the Western Conference, and eventually making the NBA Finals. But then the East is chaos. The Knicks originally lost to the Bulls in 7 games, but with Jordan gone, they advanced to the Eastern Conference Finals to face the Cleveland Cavaliers. But the Cavs do win in 5, led by Mike Price and Brad Daugherty. So we have a Blazers-Cavs Finals, 2 teams overshadowed by Jordan, but can now prove themselves. However, the Cavs win a hard, grinded 6 games as Clyde Drexler struggles and Mark Price wins Finals MVP with averages of 20 points, 10 assists, and 5 boards. Cleveland doesn't need LeBron to win a championship. They just need Michael Jordan to not exist. Now, moving to the 1992 to 1993 season, the last year of Jordan's three-peat, in this year there are still several changes. Barkley still wins the MVP, and the Suns still make the finals in dominant fashion. But once again, the Eastern Conference changes drastically. The Bulls are still really good, but lose 4 more games when Scottie Pippen puts up 25, 6, and 6. They still defeat the Cavs in 6, but face a hungry Knicks team, fueled by their loss against the Cavs the year before. Patrick Ewing puts up monster numbers of 28 points, 13 rebounds, and 4 blocks to beat the MJ-less Bulls in 5 games to match up with the Phoenix Suns. The Knicks, in a historic fashion, wins in 6 games in a 36 points, 15 rebound, 3 steal, 5 block performance from Patrick Ewing, winning the Finals MVP. Knicks basketball is alive. It's kind of weird saying that in 2020, but they win the chip, and Madison Square Garden is going crazy. But life still goes on in the NBA, and it is noted that for the next 2 years, the NBA doesn't change because these were the 2 years that Michael Jordan retired. So everything stays the same. MJ retires, Hakeem and the Rockets still win 2 championships, Hakeem wins an MVP, David Robinson wins an MVP, and all of that good stuff still occurs. And then we go to the 1995 to 1990, the first official full year of Michael Jordan's return to the NBA. Fast forward to the 1995 to 1996 season, where the Bulls originally won at that time the most wins of all time, going 72-10, which of course was surpassed by the 73-9 Warriors. And somehow MJ didn't win MVP. So in this hypothetical scenario, it still goes to Karl Malone. However, without the Bulls having a 30-point per game score, 6 rebounds, 4 assists, and 2 steals a night, the Bulls lose 25 more games and only win 47 games instead of 72. So the Sonics get the best record in the league and advance to the NBA Finals like they did in real life. But in the Eastern Conference Finals, we have a Magic Knicks lineup. A young Shaq and Penny with quality role players against a veteran Knicks team led by Patrick Ewing. And although the Magic go up 3-1, the Knicks persevere through grit and excellent chemistry. So yes, the Knicks come back from a 3-1 lead, led by a 45-point, 20 rebound, 4 blocks performance by Patrick Ewing in Game 7, as Shaq and Penny struggle to score. And so we have a Knicks Sonics NBA Finals. And in the finals, the Sonics go up to a scorching 3-0 lead. And even though they lose the next 2 games, they close the series in 6 games, and the Glove wins Finals MVP. The Sonics win another chip, so who knows? Will they still relocate? But still a very impressive team. They, of course, lost to Jordan and the Bulls. And if Jordan exists, then they win a championship with Gary Payton and Sean Kemp win their first championship. So we then go to the 1996 to 1997 NBA season, where a new era of teams emerge. Without Michael Jordan, contenders like the Heat, Knicks, Hawks, Jazz, Sonics, and Rockets all have a shot at that chip. Karl Malone still takes the MVP in back-to-back years, and the Mailman and Stockton make it all the way to the NBA Finals. And in the Eastern Conference, the 61-win Heat steamrolled to the conference finals and matched up with the Atlanta Hawks. This proves to be a fierce matchup, and it goes to 7 games. And in Game 7, the Heat proved to be too much, as Alonzo Mourning puts up an efficient 31 points, 17 rebounds, and 2 block performance to close the series out in, like I said, 7 games. But in the finals, the Jazz annihilate the Heat in a sweep, with Malone as the finals MVP, averaging 32 points, 11 rebounds, 4 assists, 2 steals, and a block. The Malone-Stockton duo finally wins a chip, drastically changing their legacy for their whole careers. Now we have the last year of the what if, the 1997 to 1998 NBA season, and we have another year of changes with the absence of Jordan. The Bulls, of course, lose 14 more games and only win 48 games. The Bulls were always a first or second round playoff team in this what if, and that's pretty disappointing. But they're still a good team. But without Jordan, they're not a championship team. So the Heat get the 1 seed. The MVP once again goes to Karl Malone as he wins 3 straight MVPs. A very impressive feat for the Mailman. Like in real life, the Jazz once again steamroll to the finals, and in the East, the Heat sweep the Nets and squander the Hornets in 5 games to match up with the Reggie Miller-led Indiana Pacers. And this is another super close matchup. They both split their home games and soon go to a Game 7. And in Game 7, Miller scores 35 points. Mark Jackson scores 20, but nobody else on the team scores over double digits. While Tim Hardaway scores 20 points and 17 assists, when the whole starting 5 for the Heat scores over 12. So the Heat win by 15 in Game 7 to create a rematch between the Heat and the Jazz. And unlike last year, it is a competitive series. Malone and Stockton should dominate, but Hardaway and Mourning match up pretty well on both ends. But the Jazz take the series in 6 games, winning back-to-back finals, and Karl Malone winning consecutive finals MVPs. And that's going to wrap up the last season. And so, what happens if Michael Jordan didn't exist? Well, the Bulls are a perennial playoff team, but are way off from champions. The Cavs and Mark Price win their first chip. The Knicks and Ewing also win a championship, and the Gary Payton and Sean Kemp led squad get their rings. And Malone and Stockton won't be remembered as the best duos to never win a chip, but are now recognized as a 2-time champion. So a lot of legacies change if Michael Jordan never existed. So yeah, that's going to be the end of the video. This was my biggest project yet. I'm pretty sure it was really fun to make, but an hour, I don't know, like 50, it kind of got a bit tedious, but I still really enjoyed it. If you want more what ifs like these, then hit the like button, subscribe button. Also, for my birthday gift, hit the like button, subscribe button to not only support the channel, and it's really much appreciated, but also to get more in-depth analysis in the NBA. So, I hope you all enjoyed this what if. Do all that stuff for my birthday, and peace out.